Hello traders, just want to explain the trade I took on Friday's trade. As you know, Powell spoke at 10 a.m. Eastern. Is that right? Okay, so maybe it's 9 a.m. somewhere around there. No, it was noon, right? Yeah, it was noon. First of all, we got some 10 a.m. because he started having all this moves here. So that's basically 10 a.m. Eastern. That's when he spoke, and you can see a lot of movement that's happening around here, right? So let's get this camera, because I'm not really looking at the camera, I'm looking at my chart here. So anyways, as you can see here, this is what happened. There was a trade here that you could have taken, but I think I didn't take it because there was so much whiplashing going on here. Like it went up, then it went down, and after this close right here, you would have taken a good trade here. You would have still gotten some 32 points, right? Again, my targets that I teach my students are usually 15 and maybe 20 or 25 points is the other one as the other secondary target, and you would have reached both, definitely, right? So you would have gotten that. But what happened here was when I took this trade, this is the only trade I took. Well, actuality, there's basically two trades. So I took one. When I entered this trade, I was really doing one contract, and was realizing what's going on here. I didn't want to risk that much. But anyways, I decided to take another trade here with another two contracts. So all in all, my trade ended up with 3 contracts. And you can see here my first target on this one, this first target right here, is this one for 50.5 points, which is another around what, $100 per contract. So it was able to get there for 50 points, my target. And so my 2 contract trade right here, where I entered here, my first target was at 45.50 right there, and my second target was at 73.75. Now I based that target on the Fibonacci extension, which is the 161.8 extension, and it hit it, and then it decided to come back to basically pull back, and that's exactly what it did. And then, as you can see here, I decided to take another trade, knowing that it might even it tested the +1 deviation right here, and then most likely it will probably get up. So I took this trade, hit my first target, which is here, another 15 points, and then I thought it may further go down. I should have had my other target here. That should have been another that could have been another, my second target. There's more than 20. Yeah, see, 20. So that would definitely hit my 25-point target, right? But what I did was I just thought it was going to go further down, but what happened was it didn't, and so I ended up getting stopping out here at 15.5 points, which is based on the first target, right? So that's what I did, and my result is this. And now I was done with that trade. So basically, trading, how many contracts? Trading here, the first trade is 3 contracts, right? And the second trade was for 5 contracts. So I only took 2 trades, got me at $490.50. I was done for that account. Again, that's a $25,000 valuation. I have several funded accounts, which I didn't trade because I didn't like what was going on here. And I usually trade those during the London session anyways, my live accounts or my funded accounts. So that's my setup there for what happened. Again, this is based on the deviation levels here. You can see we finally broke. Here we were just kind of so you can see it's not closing past the -1 or the -2 deviation. Yes, it would pierce it through, but it would never close until we closed here. And again, your entry would have been here, stop would have been up here, and you would have gotten your first target 15 points, second target between 25 or even 30 points, you would have gotten that. And then you just, what happened here, you see it's coming back to the -1 from the -2 to the -1, and it tried to come back. It was this would have been another entry coming back down to hit this again, maybe. But you can see here, you would have been stopped out, which is fine if you took that trade. Again, what I base my trades on is usually I see this and I wait for a pullback, and if it does continue coming down, that's fine. But you can see what happened here. It just basically, yes, you would have been stopped out, but not that much of a stop. Why? Because once it creates this swing here, you already know that that's your higher swing, your higher low. And this is another, look at this. So you had a higher low here, and this came out of nowhere. It basically knocked out this low, but it still continued going up. Really tricky here. What it did here was basically knocked out all those people who had a stop here, and that's what they did. And that's usually purposeful. They must have seen a lot of people having their, or a lot of traders having their stop right here, and they got knocked out with this wick, and they just decided to bring it up. See, that's how tricky they are. They must have seen a lot of orders right here as a stop, and they just knocked those people out and they just brought it back up. But anyways, that's my trade. I was done in 2 trades, again, based on not only the VWAP deviation levels as well as the Fibonacci retracement and extension. Hope you guys were profitable on Thursday, on Friday. I mean, after Powell's speech. I don't trade during his speech. He gave another one in 3, right? 3 right here. Wait, so I'm going here. I don't think. Oh, I don't have my live data connected. Yeah, I do. So this is what happened at 3 o'clock. There was really nothing, no effect at all. I think this is the effect right there. Right there. That's your effect at 3 o'clock. Yeah, right here. Really no effect. Oh, yeah. Not really. Just came back down. And you can see what it did the whole time after this big move. It just basically ranged between the +1 and the +2 deviation, and that was it. I mean, slow rise here was all grindy behavior going to the upside, but never reached the minus or +2 deviation. It just stayed between those 2 deviation levels. Okay, see you guys next week. Take care. God bless.